To go for it on fourth. Fourth down, Fitzpatrick. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And for the New York Jets, as their offense takes the field, certainly a storyline for them. I think they found their number 2 quarterback, Bryce Petty. He's earned his spot, hasn't he?
How about that? Because the consensus was that Geno Smith was going to lock down that job, and the battle would be for 3. But Bryce Petty's preseason has thrust him firmly into the spotlight, and maybe, as you said, into the number 2 spot.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Forte. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick drops it underneath to Forte. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the eye. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ryan Fitzpatrick taking it in. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And his kick is good. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now it's Janis. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. And it is so fun to watch Aaron Rodgers, especially when he airs it out.
It's not just the fact that he can throw it deep. It's how beautiful it looks when he does it. Terrific mechanics, and yes, he's got plenty of arm.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. 26. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy, 37 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, this is Forte. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Forte, the lone running back, and the wideout in motion. Fitzpatrick on first down. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5. In motion left, that's Decker. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Third down now following the run. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And this is incomplete. And with a little breathing room here after the incompletion. I know you and I were chuckling yesterday. How about the reporter asking Jim Caldwell where he would play Usain Bolt? He said, of course, receiver at 6'5".
I think Jim Caldwell knows what he's talking about. 6'5", that type of speed. I'd run go routes all the time with him. And let's face it, the NFL, we've had a history of trying this, haven't we? The Cowboys tried Jim Hines way back when, a former Olympic sprinter.
So are you starting the Bolt to the NFL movement or what?
I would love to see it happen. Wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat for Lacey. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll give the Packers a first down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now a handoff. Here's Lacey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch by the tight end, Richard Rodgers, and, you know, it came from the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Some things just write themselves, don't they?
That's exactly right. Both spelled R-O-D-G-E-R-S, for those wondering.
There you go.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to ride and in a bad mood.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Barrington. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive. Go after.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers now on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.